Sculpture by the Sea have done wonders for sculpture. They've educated the public hugely as to what sculpture is all about. With that being so successful, there's been all these little regional shows pop up, and some of them have gone from strength to strength. Kangaroo Valley show, which I've become part of. We had a really good show down there in spring last year. If I'm curating a sculpture show, I want to create the best sculpture show I can, and in order to do that, I've got to be critical about what I'm placing in the landscape. I see it as like an organism where each individual part makes up a whole. You do get a lot of work in sculpture exhibitions where the people are learning their trade. And that's not to say they're making garden art. It's a blurred line between what's good and what's not good. For me, it's about the spirit of the piece, the spirit in which it's made, the risk-taking, the adventure of it, and also the resolution of it. Is it commercial? You know, some people are producing work to sell at a sculpture show, so they'll make something really popular. I'm trying to create sculpture shows where the sculpture is meaningful to the people coming and the people who are making it. Some artists will increase in value, most probably won't. So you really have to be buying it for what it can give to you in your lifetime. But the investment of what it can, the richness it can give your life, well, that's another thing altogether. That's where art becomes priceless.
My very famous ones are the eggs in the nest, dinosaur eggs. People just love them. They're all ceramic, they're hollow inside. I make them in a two-piece mould and I join them. It's a long process because it's a slow process. They're fired in the kiln. I decorate them, fired again. They're nice and big. I make small ones as well. There's a benchmark that I keep for the eggs, and everyone's charged the same. People are quite happy with that because they know it stay in the garden forever. If they move, they can take them with them, put them in another garden, they can move them around the garden, and people enjoy them every day. They look out of their window and see it again. Each artwork that you do is individual. Sometimes it's viable, sometimes it's not. In the end, it doesn't really matter. The main thing is the finished product and what people see and they enjoy. It's wonderful when I install a sculpture in someone's garden. I contact them even 2 or 3 years later and it's still the same. They're delighted and they always say it's a talking piece in my garden, which makes me happy as well.
The adventure of making art involves taking risks. I guess risking failure, really, the chance that it might not work. For most of us, mere mortals, it's a hard slog, and it's still about risk-taking and being criticised and being rejected. My work has always been searching for that link, that sort of universal link between being a human and loving the landscape and trying to find things that are worthy to put in it. And the larger landscape, like the sky and the winds. I've always maintained that steel, it comes from a stone and it is processed, but when it's in this form, it really all it's doing very slowly is turning back into that stone again. That is iron oxide on the outside of that, which is a stone. The colour of iron ore is exactly that when it comes out of the ground. Art is a language. It's a mostly non-verbal language. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but it's like any language. The more you acquaint yourself with it, the more you're going to get from it. The more you expose yourself to it, the more you give over to it, saying, well, what's the artist trying to say here? So you have to approach it with an open mind. Well, I think the public need to learn to approach art in the right way and not coming with any preconceived ideas. Most often, people will continue on and probably buy more work because they begin to understand the richness it can bring to your life.